am allowed to have questions about what, if anyone, aligned with Israel or from Israel, might have had to do with Charlie's death. I think it was Tyler Robinson. I think he acted either alone or with Trans-Tifa. I got an open heart to he was manipulated by somebody. I do. So I'm fine with those questions, and I'm sorry for people who don't want them asked. And then it switched to Erika Kirk and Turning Point.
In this video, we delve into the complex and controversial topic surrounding the involvement of Israel in the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's death. This discussion raises numerous provocative questions that challenge the mainstream narratives often presented in the media. As we explore these inquiries, we aim to shed light on the potential connections between Kirk's untimely demise and broader geopolitical dynamics, particularly those involving Israel. The significance of questioning established narratives cannot be overstated, especially in an era where information is readily available, yet often manipulated. We invite you to engage with us as we navigate through these intricate layers of information, encouraging a critical examination of the facts and the implications they carry. Throughout this exploration, we will hint at some explosive revelations and insights that have emerged from key figures in the discourse, including the renowned journalist Megyn Kelly. Her perspectives and analyses promise to add depth to our understanding of the situation, making this a compelling watch for anyone interested in the intersection of politics, media, and international relations. As we unpack these themes, we encourage you to keep an open mind and consider the various angles presented, as they may challenge your preconceived notions and lead to a... In this video, we delve into the complex and controversial topic surrounding the involvement of Israel in the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's death. This discussion raises numerous provocative questions that challenge the mainstream narratives often presented in the media. As we explore these inquiries, we aim to shed light on the potential connections between Kirk's untimely demise and broader geopolitical dynamics, particularly those involving Israel. The significance of questioning established narratives cannot be overstated, especially in an era where information is readily available, yet often manipulated. We invite you to engage with us as we navigate through these intricate layers of information, encouraging a critical examination of the facts and the implications they carry. Throughout this exploration, we will hint at some explosive revelations and insights that have emerged from key figures in the discourse, including the renowned journalist Megyn Kelly. Her perspectives and analyses promise to add depth to our understanding of the situation, making this a compelling watch for anyone interested in the intersection of politics, media, and international relations. As we unpack these themes, we encourage you to keep an open mind and consider the various angles presented, as they may challenge your preconceived notions and lead to a more nuanced understanding of the events at hand. Join us as we embark on this thought-provoking journey, where we aim to uncover the truth behind the headlines and explore the implications of these revelations on our understanding of current affairs. In examining the speculation surrounding Israel's connection to Charlie Kirk's death, we find ourselves confronted with a myriad of questions.
Turning Point became focused in zones. And honestly, Tucker, from that point forward, I worked Turning Point and Erika regularly to say, look, Candace has the right to ask questions she wants to ask. I'm very close with everybody there, as I know you are too. And I talk at length often about what's the best way
that demand careful consideration. One of the central figures in this discussion is Tyler Robinson, whose involvement has sparked considerable debate. Many are questioning whether Robinson played a role in the events leading up to Kirk's tragic demise, and if outside parties exerted influence over the situation. These inquiries are not merely sensational, they reflect a deeper desire to understand the complexities of the circumstances surrounding Kirk's death and the potential ramifications of international relations on domestic events. The questions raised about Tyler Robinson's involvement are multifaceted. Some speculate that he may have had direct ties to entities that could benefit from Kirk's death, while others suggest that his actions might have been influenced by external pressures, possibly from foreign governments or organizations. This line of inquiry opens up a broader discussion about the extent to which outside parties can manipulate or impact domestic affairs, particularly in a politically charged environment. As we dissect these theories, it becomes increasingly clear that exploring all angles is crucial to grasping the full context of the situation. Understanding the implications of these connections requires us to look beyond surface-level narratives. The interplay between domestic politics and international relations is often intricate, and the motivations behind individuals' actions can be obscured by layers of complexity. By examining the potential influences at play, we can begin to piece together a more comprehensive picture of what may have transpired. This exploration is not just about uncovering the truth behind Kirk's death. It is also about recognizing the broader implications for how we perceive and interpret events in our world today. Reactions from viewers and critics regarding the inquiries into these connections have been varied and intense. Some viewers express skepticism, questioning the validity of the claims and the motivations behind those raising them. Critics argue that such speculation can detract from the seriousness of the investigation and may lead to unfounded conspiracy theories. On the other hand, there are those who advocate for a thorough examination of all possibilities, emphasizing that in a world where information is often manipulated, it is essential to remain vigilant and question the narratives presented to us. This divide in public opinion highlights the challenges faced when discussing sensitive topics that intertwine personal tragedy with geopolitical intrigue. As we navigate through this complex landscape, it is vital to maintain a balanced perspective. While it is easy to become engulfed in speculation, we must also ground our inquiries in facts and evidence. The importance of critical thinking cannot be overstated, as it allows us to sift through the noise and focus on what truly matters. By engaging with the various viewpoints and considering the implications of each, we can foster a more informed dialogue about the connections between Kirk's death and the potential influences of external parties, including Israel. In conclusion, the speculation surrounding Israel's connection to Charlie Kirk's death, particularly in relation to Tyler Robinson's involvement, raises significant questions that warrant exploration. By examining these inquiries and considering the reactions from viewers and critics, we can better understand the complexities of the situation. This journey into the heart of the matter not only seeks to uncover the truth, but also serves as a reminder of the importance of questioning narratives and remaining open to the myriad influences that shape our understanding of current events. As we continue this discussion, let us remain committed to seeking clarity and truth in a world that often obscures it. In the unfolding narrative surrounding Charlie Kirk's death, the role of Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA has emerged as a focal point of discussion, particularly in light of the controversy that has enveloped the organization and its key figures. Erika Kirk, as a prominent member of the Kirk family and an active participant in Turning Point USA, has found herself at the center of a storm that intertwines personal tragedy with political implications. The dynamics between Erika, Candace Owens, and Turning Point USA are particularly noteworthy as they reveal the complexities of loyalty, influence, and public perception in a highly charged environment. Candace Owens, a well-known conservative commentator and activist, has been a vocal supporter of Turning Point USA and its mission. However, her relationship with Erika Kirk has been scrutinized, especially as the controversy surrounding Charlie's death unfolded. The interactions between these two women highlight the challenges of navigating personal relationships within the political arena. While both share a commitment to conservative values, the pressures of public scrutiny and the weight of their respective platforms can create tension. Erika's decisions and actions in the wake of her brother's death have been closely monitored, with many questioning how her relationship with Owens may influence her responses to the ongoing situation. A significant turning point in this narrative was the meeting brokered by Megyn Kelly, a respected journalist and commentator. This meeting aimed to bring together key figures involved in the controversy, including Erika Kirk and representatives from Turning Point USA, to address the growing concerns and speculations surrounding Charlie's death. The implications of this meeting are profound, as it represents an attempt to foster dialogue and transparency in a time of uncertainty. For Erika, participating in this meeting could be seen as a way to reclaim agency in a narrative that has often felt out of her control. It also underscores the importance of media figures like Megyn Kelly in shaping the discourse around sensitive topics, as they can facilitate conversations that may otherwise remain unaddressed. Public and media reactions to Erika's actions and decisions have been mixed, reflecting the polarized nature of contemporary political discourse. Some observers have expressed sympathy for Erika, recognizing the immense pressure she faces as she navigates her grief while also being thrust into the public eye. Others, however, have been critical of her choices, questioning whether her involvement with Turning Point USA and her relationship with Owens may compromise her ability to respond authentically to the situation. This scrutiny highlights the challenges faced by individuals in the public sphere, where personal tragedies can quickly become fodder for political debate. Moreover, the media's portrayal of Erika Kirk has varied widely, with some outlets emphasizing her resilience and commitment to her brother's legacy, while others focus on the potential conflicts of interest arising from her association with Turning Point USA. This dichotoming in coverage illustrates the complexities of public perception, as narratives can be shaped by the biases and agendas of those reporting on them. As Erika continues to navigate this tumultuous landscape, her actions will likely remain under the microscope, prompting ongoing discussions about the intersection of personal loss within the realm of politics. In conclusion, the role of Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA in the unfolding narrative surrounding Charlie Kirk's death is multifaceted and deeply intertwined with the dynamics of personal relationships and public perception. The interactions between Erika, Candace Owens, and the organization reflect the challenges of maintaining integrity in a politically charged environment. The significance of the meeting brokered by Megyn Kelly cannot be understated, as it represents an opportunity for dialogue amidst the controversy. As public and media reactions continue to evolve, Erika's journey serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities inherent in navigating personal loss within the realm of politics. The unfolding story invites us to consider the broader implications of these dynamics and the ways in which they shape our understanding of the events at hand.
Megyn Kelly's perspective on the situation involving Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA provides a critical lens through which to analyze the unfolding narrative surrounding Charlie Kirk's death. As a seasoned journalist and commentator, Kelly has consistently emphasized the importance of transparency in addressing sensitive issues, particularly those that intertwine personal tragedy with political implications. In her commentary, she has highlighted several key points regarding the handling of the situation, advocating for open dialogue and accountability from all parties involved. One of Kelly's primary assertions is that transparency is essential for restoring public trust, especially in a climate where speculation and misinformation can easily proliferate. She argues that the lack of clear communication from Turning Point USA and its affiliates has contributed to the confusion and controversy surrounding Charlie's death. By calling for a more forthright approach, Kelly underscores the need for those in positions of influence to take responsibility for their actions and decisions. This insistence on transparency not only serves to clarify the facts, but also helps to mitigate the potential for conspiracy theories and unfounded speculation that can arise in the absence of clear information. In addressing the questions raised about Erika Kirk's involvement and the dynamics within Turning Point USA, Kelly adopts a thoughtful and measured approach. She recognizes the emotional weight of the situation, particularly for Erika, who is navigating her grief while also facing intense public scrutiny. Kelly's commentary often reflects an understanding of the complexities involved, as she balances the need for accountability with empathy for those affected by the tragedy. This nuanced perspective allows her to engage with the audience in a way that encourages critical thinking and fosters a more informed dialogue about the issues at hand. The impact of Kelly's commentary on public perception cannot be overstated. As a prominent media figure, her insights carry significant weight and can shape the narrative surrounding the situation. By advocating for transparency and accountability, Kelly not only influences how the public perceives Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA, but also sets a standard for how similar situations should be handled in the future. Her willingness to confront difficult questions and challenge the status quo resonates with viewers who are seeking clarity in a time of uncertainty. This approach has the potential to empower the audience to demand more from public figures and organizations, reinforcing the idea that accountability is paramount in maintaining trust. Moreover, Kelly's relationship with the involved parties adds another layer of complexity to her analysis. As someone who has interacted with both Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA, her insights are informed by a unique understanding of their perspectives and motivations. This relationship allows her to navigate the intricacies of the situation with a degree of familiarity that can enhance her commentary. However, it also raises questions about potential biases and the extent to which her connections may influence her views. While Kelly strives to maintain journalistic integrity, the dynamics of her relationships with the Kirk family and Turning Point USA inevitably shape her insights and the way she presents the narrative to her audience. In conclusion, Megyn Kelly's perspective on the situation involving Erika Kirk and Turning Point USA is marked by a commitment to transparency and accountability. Her key points emphasize the importance of clear communication in restoring public trust and addressing the complexities of the situation. By thoughtfully engaging with the questions raised and advocating for a more open dialogue, Kelly has the potential to impact public perception significantly. Her relationship with the involved parties further enriches her analysis, providing a nuanced understanding of the dynamics at play. As the narrative continues to unfold, Kelly's insights will likely remain a vital component of the discourse, shaping how the public interprets the events surrounding Charlie Kirk's death and the responses of those involved. Exploring the financial aspects of Turning Point USA, TPUSA, reveals critical insights into the implications of nonprofit operations, particularly regarding transparency and accountability. Nonprofit organizations, by their very nature, are expected to operate with a commitment to public service and community benefit. However, the flow of money within these organizations can often complicate their mission and raise questions about their integrity. Understanding how funds are sourced, allocated, and reported is essential for assessing the legitimacy of nonprofits like TPUSA and their impact on public trust. In nonprofit organizations, the flow of money typically involves donations, grants, and fundraising efforts. These funds are intended to support the organization's mission, but the lack of stringent oversight can lead to issues of transparency. For instance, if a nonprofit does not clearly disclose its funding sources or how funds are utilized, it can create an environment ripe for speculation and mistrust. In the case of TPUSA, questions have arisen regarding the origins of its funding and how those funds are directed toward various initiatives. When donors are not transparent about their contributions, it can lead to concerns about the influence of money on the organization's priorities and decision-making processes.
Moreover, the potential conflicts of interest that arise when nonprofits engage with for-profit entities can further complicate matters. Nonprofits often rely on partnerships with businesses for sponsorships, funding, or resources, which can blur the lines between charitable intent and profit-driven motives. For example, if TPUSA were to partner with a corporation that has a vested interest in specific political outcomes, it raises questions about whether the nonprofit is acting in the best interest of its mission or catering to the financial interests of its corporate partners. This dynamic can lead to a perception that the nonprofit is more aligned with the goals of its sponsors than with its stated mission, undermining public trust. The financial structures of nonprofits can also complicate public perceptions of legitimacy. For instance, if a nonprofit's financial reports reveal a significant portion of its budget allocated to administrative costs rather than direct services or advocacy, it can lead to skepticism about the organization's effectiveness. In the case of TPUSA, if critics highlight that a substantial amount of funding is spent on salaries, marketing, or events rather than grassroots initiatives, it can create a narrative that the organization is more focused on
self-preservation than on its mission to promote conservative values among young people. This perception can erode trust among supporters and potential donors, who may question whether their contributions are being used effectively.
Additionally, the lack of regulatory oversight in the nonprofit sector can exacerbate these issues. While nonprofits are required to file annual reports and disclose certain financial information, the level of scrutiny varies widely. This can lead to situations where organizations operate with minimal accountability, making it difficult for the public to assess their legitimacy. For TPUSA, the absence of rigorous financial oversight can fuel speculation about its operations and the motivations behind its initiatives. When the public perceives that an organization is not held accountable for its financial practices, it can lead to a broader skepticism about the nonprofit sector as a whole. In conclusion, the financial aspects of Turning Point USA and similar nonprofit organizations highlight the complexities of transparency and accountability within the nonprofit sector. The flow of money, potential conflicts of interest, and the implications of financial structures all play a significant role in shaping public trust and perceptions of legitimacy. As TPUSA navigates its mission and engages with various funding sources, it must remain vigilant in maintaining transparency and accountability to foster trust among its supporters and the broader community. Ultimately, the integrity of nonprofit organizations hinges on their ability to operate with clarity and purpose, ensuring that their financial practices align with their stated missions and values. The media portrayal of individuals involved in high-profile controversies significantly influences public perception, shaping how figures like Candace Owens and Erika Kirk are viewed by the public. The narratives constructed by various media outlets can either... Similarly, Erika Kirk's portrayal in the media has been shaped by her association with Turning Point USA and the tragic circumstances surrounding her brother's death. As a member of the Kirk family, Erika has faced the challenge of navigating her grief while also being thrust into the public eye. Media narratives that emphasize her resilience and commitment to her brother's legacy can foster sympathy and support from the public. However, if the media focuses on her decisions and actions in the wake of the tragedy, particularly in relation to Turning Point USA, it can lead to questions about her motivations and integrity. This highlights the precarious nature of media representation, where the framing of a story can significantly alter public perception and impact an individual's reputation. Media organizations face considerable challenges in maintaining credibility amidst controversies, particularly when covering sensitive topics involving public figures. The pressure to attract viewership and engagement can lead to sensationalism, where stories are exaggerated or presented in a misleading manner to capture attention. This can result in a loss of trust among audiences who may become skeptical of the motives behind the coverage. For example, if a media outlet prioritizes sensational headlines over factual reporting, it risks alienating viewers who seek reliable information. In the case of Owens and Kirk, the potential for sensationalism can exacerbate existing divisions in public opinion, further complicating the discourse surrounding their actions and beliefs. The importance of independent voices in providing alternative perspectives on mainstream narratives cannot be overstated. In an era where media consolidation has led to a homogenization of viewpoints, independent commentators and platforms can offer critical insights that challenge prevailing narratives. These independent voices can serve as a counterbalance to mainstream media, providing nuanced analyses that encourage audiences to think critically about the information presented to them. For instance, independent commentators who delve into the complexities of the situation involving Owens and Kirk can help illuminate aspects that may be overlooked by larger media organizations, fostering a more comprehensive understanding of the issues at hand. In conclusion, the media portrayal of individuals like Candace Owens and Erika Kirk plays a pivotal role in shaping public perception and influencing their reputations. The impact of media narratives can either enhance or diminish their standing in the eyes of the public, depending on how stories are framed and presented. Media organizations face significant challenges in maintaining credibility amidst controversies, often grappling with the tension between sensationalism and responsible reporting. In this landscape, the importance of independent voices becomes increasingly vital, as they provide alternative perspectives that can enrich the discourse and encourage critical engagement with mainstream narratives. Ultimately, the interplay between media portrayal and public perception underscores the need for transparency, accountability, and diverse viewpoints in the ongoing conversation surrounding these influential figures.
In this video, we have explored several critical themes surrounding the involvement of Israel, the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's death, and the intricate dynamics within Turning Point USA. One of the key takeaways is the complex interplay between personal tragedy and political implications, particularly how these elements can shape public perception and influence the narratives that emerge in the media. We have examined the various questions raised about the connections between Kirk's death and broader geopolitical factors, emphasizing the need for transparency and accountability from all parties involved. Another significant point discussed is the role of key figures, such as Erika Kirk and Candace Owens, in navigating this challenging landscape. Their actions and decisions have been scrutinized, highlighting the importance of understanding the motivations behind their involvement with Turning Point USA. As we analyzed the media portrayal of these individuals, it became clear that narratives can significantly impact their reputations, underscoring the necessity of questioning the information presented to us. The video has also touched on the financial aspects of Turning Point USA, revealing how the flow of money within nonprofit organizations can complicate public trust and perceptions of legitimacy. Throughout our discussion, we have emphasized the importance of questioning established narratives, particularly in complex situations where emotions run high. It is crucial for viewers to remain vigilant and seek transparency, as this fosters a more informed public discourse. By critically engaging with the information presented, we can better understand the multifaceted nature of these events and the implications they carry for our society. As we wrap up this exploration, we encourage you to engage with us further. If you found the content thought-provoking, please consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth discussions on pressing issues. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable insights and analyses. Additionally, we invite you to like this video if you appreciated the content, as it helps us reach a wider audience and encourages more people to join the conversation. We also want to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. What are your perspectives on the involvement of Israel in Charlie Kirk's situation? How do you view the dynamics within Turning Point USA? Your insights are invaluable, and fostering a discussion around these topics can lead to a deeper understanding of the complexities involved. Engaging with one another in the comments allows us to explore different viewpoints and enrich our collective knowledge.